Hey guys, welcome to another SRI New Home Showcase. My name is Ainsley and today we're here at Robertson Opus, a brand new mixed-use, 999 years development, super iconic, super rare, and of course this was formerly the Robertson Walk as well as Fraser's Place. Now let's go meet our managing partner Ken Loh to find out more. So Ken, share with us a little bit more about this redevelopment that is happening at Robertson Opus.
So I think everybody knows this former place, which is our Fraser's service apartment, and also the iconic Robertson Walk. It will be redeveloped into a mixed-use development that comprises of 348 luxurious units of studio all the way to 4 bedrooms, including estimated 26 shops across 2 levels, with majority of them being F&B. And the good part is URA did not allow outdoor refreshment area in this part. In the past, there used to be. So I think this gives a very good privacy and a sort of serene living for residents in Robertson Opus. I also like how they have conceptualized this entire development. The vibrancy at the bottom is what people get to enjoy, but yet at the same time, there's a lot of privacy to allow people to live within a sanctuary in Robertson Opus. So as you walk across the link bridge in the development and you look down from the facilities area, you get to see the vibrancy that's taking place on a daily basis, but yet you are so private and shielded away from the public eye.
So can you tell me what's so special that you find about this whole place?
This area generally holds a very special place in many people's heart. For me personally, this area has journeyed me through many years of my life. All the way from the younger days where I think we all remember the clubbing days, where you have your Madam Wong and your Double O. As we grow up a bit more, there were fine dining restaurants and good eateries such as Earn Dining, TCC and the rest. And then even until now, I'm still coming back to this place where we hold our meetups and catch-ups at popular cafes such as your Craftsman. So I think one of the main reasons why people are attracted to keep coming back to this place is because it is so unique within Singapore. Although we have a lot of little clusters, for example like your Holland Village and Dempsey, I personally feel Robertson Quay area gives a different type of a laid-back lifestyle with its superior location within the city area, right in the middle, but yet at the same time shielded away from the hustle and bustle that's happening around. It stands alone with a very nice, serene and tranquil lifestyle with the backdrop of Singapore River just surrounding it.
There's just so much of convenience and a good mix of lifestyle amenities and all that good stuff, right? Maybe Ken, you can share with us as well why you think that this location is so superior amongst other places.
All these years when we have been studying this area, we don't even call it the best of both worlds. We call it the best of many worlds. So why do I say that? Is because we are located right in the middle, that is just within 5 minutes drive away to 2 world-class districts, Orchard area, your prime shopping belt, and of course your CBD, which is your financial center. Residents can be living in both world-class districts, but they always lack of what I call the heartlander living. We have close proximity to your wet market, your hawker centers, your supermarkets, your food courts and everything all within here. Which is why I feel living within Robertson Opus gives you a very wholesome livability where you get access to the modernity and yet at the same time you live very casually as well. And one interesting story that we have always heard, Feng Shui masters always call the Singapore River as the Dragon of Singapore. And they always say the most prosperous part is the Dragon Valley. And Robertson Opus is within this Dragon Valley, this part. So that's where the most prosperous part is. And because this story is interesting, I also went to study where the cut-off and the end point of this valley is. And I think it starts off from where your Great World City is, that curves all the way down to your Clarke Quay. And coincidentally, all these years from before independence, this stretch of where Singapore River is has been prosperous till now. Great World City is still one of the top malls within this area. Clarke Quay has been ongoing rejuvenated and is always one of the icons in Singapore. And Robertson Opus is located just right in the middle of this part.
So Ken, what do you think about the forecast of this area?
Usually for a matured area, your growth story will be lesser because land use has been fully utilized.
That is true.
But the good news is because of how over the years government has been focusing on your outskirt and the city fringe area, you realize that the central area has been a bit dated. And I'm talking about the likes of your Orchard area, this area that we are in, all the way to your CBD area. We all know that government came out with an incentive scheme to rejuvenate these 2 places in a very short time. So what they came out with was a CBD incentive scheme, and your strategic development incentive scheme.
Okay.
These schemes are to encourage building owners with buildings of more than 20 years old and above, where they have predominant usage of commercial. They are allowed to submit proposal to rebuild into a mixed development where you have more residential,
Right.
and bonus GFA of up to 30% will be given.
Right.
To date, we are seeing close to 30 proposals that have already been approved. Handful of them has been launched.
Okay.
A lot more will be coming up. And I think with this process that's ongoing, the growth for Robertson Opus has a very big potential, especially with its 999 years tenure. I think they will have a lot of milestones for exit in terms of value. This transformation will take place very, very soon, because in the latest draft master plan for 2025, we saw how URA has released a map to show an injection of housing option, and there's a very key focus within the central area where they are trying to bring in more population to live within the central area.
Right.
What they are wanting to bring in will be a younger generation, working class adults that will be living inside here with their family. As the population starts to increase within this area, that's where your retail, your F&B, your businesses will start to thrive. The future is very, very near. I don't think you need to wait too long to witness this transformation.
So now let's cover a little bit on the leisure side of things. How do you think you will feel like living here?
We are in Robertson Quay Promenade, right?
Okay,
That's where you have your bistros, your cafes that line up across along the Singapore River. I can then walk or jog or maybe even cycle. I can link all the way to my Clarke Quay Promenade. That's where you have your nightlife, the restaurants that are there.
Yep.
As I go down further, I will then link to the Boat Quay Promenade.
Yep.
And further off, we'll end off with your Marina Bay Promenade. Right, and that's where your world-class financial district is. And all these are all seamlessly linked. The lifestyle is so unique.
Right.
On top of that, that runs horizontally across the map. There's another linkage that is on north to south, the vertical linkage on the map as well. So once you enter into the Clarke Quay area, that is where you get connected to a hill-to-hill linkage. It's a green linear park that runs all the way from your Pearls Hill to your Fort Canning area, all the way to Istana Park. So that's the lifestyle that is so unique to this area, and I don't think any other parts in Singapore will give you such a lifestyle.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit more about schools and connectivity. What else is there here?
So in the past, this area has a lack of MRT station, right? But the good news is that today we have the downtown line that is running through this area. So we are just a short 4 to 5 minutes walk away from Fort Canning MRT station. That's located right at the start of Clarke Quay, right? So it's just across the road. And through the downtown line, you can access to many key areas in Singapore. At the same time, within 6 stops, I think you can connect to 3 other MRT lines. And for schools, we are blessed to have one of the top primary schools that is within 1 kilometer to where Robertson Opus is, and that is River Valley Primary School.
And so we're here at Robertson Opus, the entrance of it, and Ken Taguchi, our project in charge, is going to be sharing with us a little bit more about the flow. Here we go.
Right now, we are at the entrance. So what's going to happen is that the entrance would retain its location.
Yep.
As we go in from the entrance, you will actually see an escalator that heads down to the courtyard.
Okay.
So there will be a courtyard still, but it will be in the basement. On level 1, we do have shops as well, mainly F&B. Another thing is that the shops will not have any outdoor seating.
Okay.
Everything will be indoors. So residents don't have to worry about noise,
The heat and all that stuff. Okay.
Precisely. There are 26 units altogether. We do have another shop in the basement where the courtyard is. So as we go in, it's going to be a very nice look, and you have a lot of lush greenery that's going to surround the area as well.
So now we're standing at the back of the development. This is somewhat south-facing. Ken, maybe you want to share with us?
First things first is that there is actually another block here, but the developer removed it so that you can have a bird's eye view of the facilities. Aside from our facilities that on the second floor, we do have roof garden, and this roof garden is actually all linked throughout all the blocks. If you live at this block, you can head up to the roof terrace and actually walk over to block 7. You can see there's an L-shaped pool. There's a wellness pool and a 45-meter lap pool. Below block 13 will house our Opus Club. So our Opus Club is actually a reading room, our gym, and also the function room. And if we come back again to level 1, you can see that there's this entrance in. This is actually very much retained.
Okay.
So again, if you've been there before, you see this walkway in. So this walkway is actually an open walkway 24 hours. Another thing to take note of is that if you look at this will be a wall that the developer would do where they actually have a mural that is made with salvage parts of the old development. So they'll just retain certain elements, certain things, and just create a very nice mural here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So it looks like we've got 5 different blocks here. Ken, how many unit types do we have?
Right, so the units are actually categorized under 3 different labels,
Sure.
which is your Premier, you have your Luxury, and also the Legacy as well.
Okay.
The Premier types, it's all located in Block 15. Premier would be our 1-bedroom units, studios, and also our 2-bedroom type. Block 7, 11, and 13, these are our Luxury types, which is our 2-bedroom, 2+ studies, 3-bedroom flexi, and duo. So our Legacy block, it actually consists of 3-bedroom premium and 4-bedroom premium units. We only have 4 units per floor.
Oh.
Our 4-bedroom premium, we only have 1 stack.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. If anybody wants a 4-bedroom, you've got to be fast.
Yep, very limited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, very, very limited stock.
All right. So we're standing here at our 2+ study. This is our luxury collection, one of our show models at Robertson Opus, and this is at 743 square feet. Ken, what's so special about this unit?
Well, first off, it's a dumbbell type, which
Okay.
is something that a lot of people like, especially investors as well.
Maximize your space efficiency. Very nice.
Our living room is actually very wide. So this is estimated slightly over 2.7 meters.
Okay.
It's very comfortable. If you want to put in a 3-seater sofa, that's the minimum.
Okay.
Right? You should not go anything smaller.
Yeah.
This part of the wall, I like to use TVs as a reference.
How big do you think we can go?
65 minimum.
Okay.
See?
Very nice.
All units actually come with a ceiling fan from
Sure.
Haiku. Behind us, we'll actually have our dining area. For most 2-bedroom types, right, you don't really get a large space for a
quite
dining
decent,
table.
actually.
Yeah, you can easily fit in on the minimum a 4-seater
but
table.
together?
Yeah, you can do a 6.
Okay.
Our unit actually comes with a study. This study, I love to call it a universal room too.
Right.
Because you can do anything you want. with
Ah,
it.
okay. You can make it into a smaller room and close
Exactly.
it up. Okay.
So now we are in the kitchen. 2-bedroom units, usually you don't get this big a kitchen. Our appliances are actually from Vizuk. So our hood, our hob and oven, Vizuk as well. Refrigerator, which is built in, it's from Liebherr. And our kitchen fitting is actually from Hansgrohe. So you do get top-end appliances and fittings. This glass, this actually gives you a lot of openness, especially if you're preparing, you can still interact with whoever's outside.
And so this is one of our show units that we want to show you as well, a 3-bedroom premium legacy collection, 1152 square feet. Ken, take it away.
So space is something that you're going to get here.
Yeah.
Right. The way everything is organized, it's actually a very, very comfortable layout. Our balcony is actually connected between the living room and the bedroom. Our living and dining is actually quite seamless. The kitchen is actually across from the dining area. And with the kitchen, it comes with trackless doors. This gives you a very open area.
It looks really different from what we usually see, so
Exactly.
it's quite nice. Yeah.
Right, this is an aluminum glass door from Rumedisio. They are an Italian brand. It's quite an upmarket brand. This kitchen is fully equipped by Vizuk. Your wine chiller, your fridge, your oven, hob and hood as well. Basin and mixer, these are from Hansgrohe. Countertop, these are all tiles. Don't look like when you prepare your food, you cook, you chop and everything else, you won't damage the countertop. It's going to last you a lifetime. Moving further into the back of the kitchen, you actually have a household shelter and a WC as well.
So standing in our master bedroom, it feels really, really big. I mean, like, wow. Tell me a little more.
This is the coup de grace of the unit. What you see now is actually a king-size bed, right? Even if you want to go American king, it's easy.
Yeah.
We do have space on the side of the bed to have your side table.
Yeah.
So this is actually a very comfortable layout, especially for 1152 square feet.
Yes.
Floor to ceiling, glass wall. Where you're standing is the only area that can be open.
That's right.
But on this portion, it's just one big piece. So this actually maximizes your view out
Very
towards
nice.
the surroundings.
Okay.
So Ainsley, I think we have shared many strong factors on why Robertson Opus is a very good buy. All the way from the superiority of the location to what kind of lifestyle it can give you that's unique to this area. On top of that, there's still growth, possibility and stories to continue to push the prices up. One of the most important points that we have is the rarity of its tenure. So we consider 999 years to be similar to freehold, and it is so rare for a freehold tenure in recent years, right? We know that government land sales are releasing lands only on a 99 years leasehold. So in order for home seekers to want to buy another plot that is of a 999 years tenure in this area, they will have to wait for en bloc. So when we track the older condos in this area, there are 11 plots of developments that are more than 30 years old, as old as up to 55 years old, because of how mature this estate is. These condos, because of the location, are transacting at an average of 1,007 per square foot, all the way to above 2,000.
Okay.
And I believe any residents who wants to go through an en bloc process would expect a premium over the resale prices that they're selling, right?
Yeah.
And when we did our calculation and studies, in order for the en bloc to go through, the future launch prices for any future 999 or freehold development in this area will potentially have to launch ranging from 3,007 per square foot all the way to above 4,000 per square foot. Which is why we feel Robertson Opus is presenting a very rare opportunity for buyers to enter at a very reasonable pricing. And with all the factors for good growth, I think this is only possible because of the supply of launches that we are seeing in today's market, especially in the central area. I think it's a big win for residents.
So that's the end of our SR New Home Showcase. If you'd like to come by to check out Robertson Opus, then we'd like to invite you to come on down on the 5th of July. That's when our preview starts, and it runs across 2 weekends. Our public booking will be on the 19th of July. That's all for now, and we'd like to see you right here at Robertson Opus. See ya!